Okay, so assalamualaikum everyone. This is Mehmet Abamanwala and I'm a student at Trans School Online Academy. So welcome to my show Inspiring Minds where I will try to inspire you. And as you know that on daily basis we will do interviews and when we will do interviews, so we have a very special guest in our studio. And today I have a very special guest in my studio and she is called Annie and today we are going to take an interview from call Annie on the new topic. And the topic of our interview is that benefits of ways to boost self-confidence. So let's start this interview with meet and greet session with call Annie and after that we will continue our continue our interview session. So hello Annie, how are you today and kindly introduce yourself.
Assalamu alaikum. I love the energy, Madib. I'm doing great, thanks for having me on the show. I'm Annie, nice to meet you and your audience. I'm a 30-year-old art and engineering enthusiast from New Jersey, but I've had the amazing opportunity to study in Florence, Italy. When I'm not exploring new places or trying out new recipes, you can find me practicing yoga, playing video games, or dancing to my favorite tunes. I'm super passionate about creative expression and personal growth, and I'm excited to share some of my insights on boosting self-confidence with you all today.
Okay, that's great. So let's start this interview with some understanding self questions. So first of all, explain me that what is self confidence.
Made up, I love starting with the basics. So to me, self-confidence is that inner spark that makes us believe in ourselves and our abilities. It's the trust we have in our own strengths, talents, and judgment. When we have self-confidence, we feel empowered to take on new challenges, speak our minds, and pursue our passions without hesitation. It's not about being perfect or never making mistakes, but about having faith in our own capacity to learn, grow, and overcome obstacles. I like to think of self-confidence like a muscle that needs to be exercised regularly. With practice and patience, we can develop a stronger sense of self-assurance that helps us navigate life's ups and downs with more ease and resilience. Does that make sense, Madib?
Yeah, it makes sense. And now explain me that how does self confidence differ from self esteem?
Madib, that's a fantastic question. So, while self-confidence and self-esteem are related, they're not exactly the same thing. Self-esteem is more about how we feel about ourselves as a person, our overall sense of worth and value. It's the big picture view of who we are, our identity, and our place in the world. Self-esteem is like our overall self-image, if you will. Self-confidence, on the other hand, is more specific to our abilities, skills, and accomplishments. It's the faith we have in our capacity to perform, achieve, and succeed in particular areas of life. Self-confidence is like our can-do attitude, our trust in our own abilities to get things done. To illustrate the difference, consider this. Someone might have high self-esteem, feeling great about themselves as a person, but struggle with self-confidence in specific areas, like public speaking or math, for example. Or vice versa, someone might be incredibly self-confident in their profession, but struggle with feelings of inadequacy or low self-esteem outside of work. Does that help clarify the difference, Madub?
Yeah, and now explain me that why self confidence is essential for personal growth.
Madub, I think you meant to say self-awareness instead of self-contradiction. Self-awareness is the ability to have an honest and accurate understanding of ourselves, including our strengths, weaknesses, values, and emotions. Self-awareness is essential for personal growth because it allows us to recognize areas where we need to improve, make intentional decisions, and develop a more authentic sense of self. When we're self-aware, we can acknowledge our flaws and weaknesses and work on building our strengths and developing new skills. Think of it like this, Madub. If we don't know what's holding us back or what we need to work on, how can we possibly move forward? Self-awareness is like having a map to our own inner world, helping us navigate our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. With self-awareness, we can also develop a more compassionate and non-judgmental attitude towards ourselves, which is crucial for personal growth. We can be kinder and more patient with ourselves as we work through challenges and make mistakes, rather than beating ourselves up over them. Does that make sense, Madib?
Yeah, it totally makes sense. And now explain me that can self confidence be learned or is it an innate?
Madib, that's a fantastic question. I believe that self-confidence is not entirely innate, but rather it can be developed and learned over time. While some people may naturally have a more confident personality, self-confidence is largely shaped by our experiences, environment, and interactions with others. Think about it. When we're praised, supported, and encouraged, we're more likely to develop a positive self-image and confidence in our abilities. On the other hand, if we're constantly criticized, belittled, or made to feel inadequate, we may struggle with self doubt and low confidence. But here's the thing, even if we didn't start out with high self confidence, we can still learn to develop it through practice, persistence, and patience. One way to think about it is coined by psychologist Albert Bandura. Self efficacy refers to our belief in our ability to succeed in specific situations or tasks. When we experience success and mastery in a particular area, our self efficacy grows, which in turn boosts our self confidence. So, while there may be some innate differences in personality and temperament, I firmly believe that self confidence can be learned and developed through effort, practice, and supportive relationships. What do you think, Madab?
Yeah, you are right. And now explain me that how do confident people approach challenges?
Madab, that's a great follow up question. Confident people approach challenges in a fundamentally different way than those who are less confident. Here are a few key differences. Firstly, confident people tend to view challenges as opportunities for growth and development, rather than threats to their ego or well being. They see challenges as a chance to learn, improve, and showcase their skills. Secondly, confident people are more likely to take ownership of their goals and challenges. They don't wait for others to give them permission or validation. Instead, they take the initiative and drive the process forward. Thirdly, confident people are more resilient and adaptable in the face of obstacles. When faced with setbacks or failures, they don't give up. Instead, they regroup, reassess, and adjust their approach. Fourthly, confident people tend to focus on the process rather than just the outcome. They enjoy the journey, the learning, and the improvement, rather than just focusing on the end result. Lastly, confident people are more likely to seek feedback, criticism, and constructive input from others. They see feedback as an opportunity to learn and improve, rather than as a personal attack. In contrast, less confident people may approach challenges with fear, anxiety, or self-doubt. They may procrastinate, avoid challenges altogether, or seek constant reassurance and validation from others. But here's the thing, Madab. Confident people aren't immune to fear or doubt. They just approach challenges with a different mindset, one that's more solution-focused, optimistic, and resilient. I like to think of it like this. When faced with a challenge, confident people say, "Bring it on. I'm ready to learn, grow, and take on this opportunity." What do you think, Madab?
Okay, so now explain me that what are some misconceptions about self confidence?
Madab, that's a great question. There are several misconceptions about self-confidence that can be limiting or misleading. Here are a few. Firstly, some people think that self-confidence means being perfect or never making mistakes. But that's not true. Self-confidence is not about being flawless. It's about being comfortable with our imperfections and willing to learn from our mistakes. Secondly, others believe that self-confidence is the same as arrogance or narcissism. But self-confidence is actually about having a healthy and realistic sense of self-worth, not about inflating our ego or putting others down. Thirdly, some people think that self-confidence is something you either have or you don't, that it's an innate trait that can't be developed. But as we discussed earlier, self-confidence can be learned and developed over time with practice, patience, and persistence. Fourthly, some individuals believe that self-confidence means never experiencing fear or doubt. But that's not true. Self-confident people still experience fear and doubt, but they are able to manage those feelings and move forward despite them. Lastly, some people think that self-confidence is a constant state, that once you have it, you'll always have it. But self-confidence can ebb and flow depending on circumstances, experiences, and emotions. It's normal to have ups and downs, and it doesn't mean that we're not self-confident. Another misconception is that self-confidence is only about achieving success or accomplishing goals. While achieving success can certainly boost our self-confidence, it's not the only factor. Self-confidence is also about being true to ourselves, values, and principles, and being comfortable in our own skin. It's essential to recognize these misconceptions, Madab, so we can focus on building genuine self-confidence that's based on reality, not myths or illusions. What do you think?
Yeah, you think right. And now explain me that how does low self confidence affect decision making?
Madab, that's a fantastic question. Low self-confidence can have a significant impact on decision-making, often leading to When we lack confidence, we may overthink and overanalyze decisions, fearing that we'll make a mistake. This can lead to indecision, procrastination, or a failure to take action. Secondly, fear-based decisions. Low self-confidence can cause us to make decisions based on fear rather than our goals and values. We may choose to avoid risks or challenges or play it safe, even if it means missing out on opportunities. Thirdly, seeking external validation. When we are unsure of our own abilities, we may seek constant validation and approval from others. This can lead to decision-making that's based on what others think we should do, rather than what we think is best for ourselves. Fourthly, procrastination. Low self-confidence can cause us to put off decisions or actions, hoping that the situation will resolve itself or that someone else will make the decision for us. Fifthly, regret and what-ifs. When we lack confidence, we may second-guess our decisions and worry about what could have been. This can lead to regret, self-doubt, and a lack of trust in our own decision-making abilities. Lastly, missed opportunities. Low self-confidence can opportunities because we are afraid to take the leap or don't believe in our own abilities. This can lead to stagnation, frustration, and a sense of what could have been. On the other hand, when we have high self-confidence, we're more likely to trust our instincts and make decisions with confidence. Take calculated risks and view challenges as opportunities for growth. Focus on our goals and values, rather than seeking external validation. Be proactive and decisive, rather than procrastinating or second-guessing ourselves. By recognizing the impact of low self-confidence on decision-making, we can work on building our self-confidence and developing the skills and strategies needed to make more informed, empowered, and confident decisions. What do you think?
Okay, so now explain me that why is self-confidence important in
Madeb, that's a great question. Self-confidence is essential in professional life for a multitude of reasons. Here are some of the most significant advantages of having self-confidence in the workplace. Firstly, it boosts career advancement. When you exude self-confidence, you're more likely to be noticed by your superiors, colleagues, and clients. Confident individuals are often seen as more capable, competent, and trustworthy, which can lead to promotions, new opportunities, and increased responsibility. Secondly, it enhances public speaking and presentation skills. Self-confidence allows you to speak more eloquently, persuasively, and authoritatively in front of audiences. When you believe in yourself and your ideas, you're more likely to articulate them effectively, engage your audience, and inspire others. Thirdly, it improves relationships with colleagues and clients. Confident individuals tend to build stronger, more meaningful relationships with their colleagues and clients. When you're self-assured, you're more approachable, empathetic, and understanding, which fosters trust, rapport, and collaboration. Fourthly, it increases resilience and adaptability. Self-confidence enables you to navigate uncertainty, setbacks, and failures with greater ease. When faced with challenges, confident individuals are more likely to draw upon their inner resources, reframe obstacles as opportunities, and adapt to new situations. Fifthly, it expands professional networks. When you exude self-confidence, you're more likely to attract like-minded professionals, mentors, and influencers. Confident individuals tend to have a stronger professional network, which can lead to valuable connections, collaborations, and opportunities. Sixthly, it enhances leadership skills. Self-confidence is a hallmark of effective leaders. When you believe in yourself and your abilities, you're more likely to inspire, motivate, and empower others to achieve common goals. Lastly, it improves work-life balance. Confident individuals tend to set healthy boundaries, prioritize their well-being, and manage their time more effectively. When you believe in yourself, you're more likely to take charge of your work-life balance, leading to greater job satisfaction, reduced stress, and improved overall well-being. In contrast, low self-confidence can lead to self-doubt, indecision, and inaction, which can hinder career growth, relationships, and overall professional success. By cultivating self-confidence, you'll be better equipped to navigate the demands of your profession, achieve your goals, and reach your full potential. What do you think?
Okay, so now explain me that what role does self-confidence play in social interactions?
That's a thought-provoking question. Self-contradiction can play a significant role in social interactions, often affecting how others perceive us and how we navigate relationships. Here are some possible ways self-contradiction can impact social interactions. Firstly, inconsistency breeds mistrust. When we contradict ourselves, either intentionally or unintentionally, it can erode trust with others. People may start to question our integrity, reliability, or sincerity, which can lead to strained relationships or even social isolation. Secondly, self-contradiction can create confusion. When we express conflicting opinions, values, or behaviors, others may become confused about what we truly believe or stand for. This can lead to misunderstandings, miscommunications, or even feelings of frustration or annoyance. Thirdly, it can undermine our credibility. Self-contradiction can damage our reputation and credibility, especially in professional or academic settings. When we contradict ourselves, it may suggest that we're not reliable sources of information, expertise, or advice. Fourthly, self-contradiction can hinder self-awareness. When we contradict self-awareness or introspection, this can make it difficult for us to understand our own values, goals, and motivations, which can lead to personal confusion and uncertainty. Fifthly, it can affect our relationships with others. Self-contradiction can impact our relationships in various ways. For instance, if we constantly change our opinions or plans, others may feel uncertain about how to interact with us or how to support us. Lastly, self-contradiction can stifle personal growth. When we contradict ourselves, it may indicate a lack of self-reflection or personal growth. By recognizing and addressing our self-contradictions, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and develop greater emotional intelligence, empathy, and self-awareness. To manage self-contradiction, Madhub, it's essential to develop self-awareness, critical thinking, and effective communication skills. By recognizing our self-contradictions and being willing to learn from them, we can become more authentic, reliable, and trustworthy individuals in our social interactions. What do you think? By the way, I've been thinking about our conversation and I want to ask, how do you handle self-contradictions in your own life, Madhub?
Okay, so now explain me that how does self-confidence affect mental health?
Madhub, that's a fantastic question. Self-confidence has a profound impact on mental health, and it's essential to understand the connection between the two. Here are some ways self-confidence can affect mental health. Firstly, self-confidence reduces anxiety and stress. When we have high self-confidence, we're more resilient to stress and anxiety. We're better equipped to handle challenges, make decisions, and navigate uncertain situations. This can lead to a significant reduction in feelings of overwhelm, worry, and self-doubt. Secondly, it promotes positive self-talk. Confident individuals tend to have a more positive and compassionate inner dialogue. They're more likely to encourage themselves, focus on their strengths, and reframe negative self-talk. This can lead to improved self-esteem, self-worth, and overall mental well-being. Thirdly, self-confidence fosters emotional regulation. When we're confident, we're more likely to recognize, understand, and manage our emotions effectively. This can help us navigate emotional ups and downs, develop emotional intelligence, and build stronger relationships. Fourthly, it enhances coping skills. Confident individuals tend to have better coping skills, which enable them to manage adversity, trauma, or setbacks more effectively. They're more likely to seek support, practice self-care, and develop healthy coping mechanisms. Fifthly, self-confidence reduces self-doubt and imposter syndrome. When we're confident, we're less likely to experience self-doubt, imposter syndrome, or feelings of inadequacy. This can lead to increased motivation, creativity, and productivity as we're more likely to take risks, pursue opportunities, and share our talents with others. Sixthly, it promotes self-compassion. Confident individuals tend to be more compassionate and kind towards themselves. They're more likely to practice self-care, prioritize their well-being, and develop a growth mindset that allows them to learn from mistakes and failures. Lastly, self-confidence can help prevent mental health conditions. Research suggests that high self-confidence can be a protective factor against mental health conditions such as depression, anxiety disorders, and eating disorders. By cultivating self-confidence, we can build resilience and reduce our risk of developing these conditions. On the other hand, low self-confidence can exacerbate mental health conditions such as anxiety, depression, and eating disorders. When we lack confidence, we may struggle with negative self-talk, self-doubt, and feelings of worthlessness, which can worsen mental health symptoms. By prioritizing self-confidence, Madhub, we can develop a stronger foundation for mental well-being, build resilience, and cultivate a more positive, compassionate relationship with ourselves. What do you think? By the way, I've been thinking about our conversation and I want to ask, how do you prioritize self-confidence and mental health in your own life, Madhub?
Okay, so now explain me that how can self-confidence improve communication skills?
Madhub, that's a fantastic question. Self-confidence can significantly improve communication skills in several ways. Firstly, self-confidence boosts assertiveness. When we're confident, we're more likely to express our thoughts, opinions, and needs in a clear, direct, and respectful manner. We're more assertive, which helps us communicate more effectively and avoid passive aggressive behavior. Secondly, enhances vocal tone and body language. Confident individuals tend to use a stronger, more resonant vocal tone and maintain good posture, eye contact, and open body language. This nonverbal communication helps convey confidence and credibility, making our message more persuasive and engaging. Thirdly, self-confidence reduces filler words and hesitation. When we're confident, we're less likely to use filler words like or ah or hesitate when speaking. This makes our communication more clear, concise, and effective. Fourthly, it promotes active listening. Confident individuals tend to be better listeners, as they are more comfortable with silence and more focused on understanding the other person's perspective. This helps build stronger relationships and ensures we respond more thoughtfully and empathetically. Fifthly, self-confidence helps us navigate conflict. When we're confident, we're more likely to address conflicts directly, assertively, and respectfully. This helps resolve issues more effectively and maintains healthy relationships. Sixthly, it enhances creativity and spontaneity. Confident individuals tend to be more creative and spontaneous in their communication. They're more likely to think on their feet, respond to unexpected questions or situations, and come up with innovative solutions. Seventhly, self-confidence reduces self-criticism. When we're confident, we're less likely to criticize ourselves excessively, which can help us communicate more freely and authentically. This reduces self-doubt and increases our ability to express ourselves without fear of judgment. Lastly, self-confidence builds trust and credibility. When we communicate with confidence, we're more likely to build trust and credibility with others. People are more likely to believe in us, our ideas, and our expertise, which can lead to increased influence, collaboration, and success. On the other hand, low self-confidence can lead to hesitant, uncertain, or aggressive communication, which can damage relationships, hinder collaboration, and limit our personal and professional growth. By cultivating self-confidence, we can become more effective communicators, build stronger relationships, and achieve greater success in our personal and professional lives. What do you think? By the way, I've been thinking about our conversation and I want to ask, how do you handle public speaking or presentations, Madab?
Oh,
Do you have any tips or strategies for communicating confidently in these situations?
okay, so now explain me that why does self-confidence lead to better problem-solving abilities?
Madab, that's a fantastic question. Self-confidence has a significant impact on our problem-solving abilities, and here are some reasons why. Firstly, self-confidence reduces fear of failure. When we're confident, we're less afraid to take risks, make mistakes, and try new approaches. This freedom from fear allows us to explore different solutions and learn from our mistakes, leading to better problem-solving. Secondly, it enhances creativity. Confident individuals tend to be more open-minded, curious, and imaginative. They're more likely to think outside the box, come up with innovative ideas, and find novel solutions to complex problems. Thirdly, self-confidence promotes a growth mindset. Confident individuals tend to believe that their abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. This growth mindset helps them approach problems with a sense of curiosity and optimism, rather than fear or anxiety. Fourthly, it improves critical thinking. Confident individuals tend to be more critical thinkers as they're more likely to question assumptions, analyze information, and evaluate evidence. This helps them identify the root cause of problems and develop more effective solutions. Fifthly, self-confidence increases resilience. When we're confident, we're more likely to bounce back from setbacks, failures, and obstacles. This resilience helps us stay motivated and focused on solving the problem, even when the going gets tough. Sixthly, it enhances decision-making. Confident individuals tend to be more decisive, as they trust their own judgment and are more willing to take calculated risks. This helps them make better decisions, which is critical in problem-solving. Seventhly, self-confidence promotes resourcefulness. Confident individuals tend to be more resourceful as they're more likely to seek out help, ask questions, and explore new resources. This helps them find the tools and support they need to solve complex problems. Lastly, self-confidence reduces analysis paralysis. When we're confident, we're less likely to get stuck in analysis paralysis, where we overthink and overanalyze the problem. Instead, we are more likely to take action, experiment with different solutions, and learn from our experiences. On the other hand, low self-confidence can lead to doubt, hesitation, and fear, which can all hinder our problem-solving abilities. When we lack confidence, we may struggle to come up with creative solutions, take risks and try new approaches, make decisions quickly and effectively, bounce back from setbacks and failures, trust our own judgment and abilities. By cultivating self-confidence, We can become more effective problem solvers, take on new challenges, and achieve greater success in our personal and professional lives. What do you think? By the way, I've been thinking about our conversation and I want to ask, how do you handle complex problems or puzzles native?
Okay,
Do you
thank you
have any
so much.
strategies or
And
techniques that help you stay
everyone who are
focused and
watching this
motivated?
interview, thank you so very much for watching us on our live stream. And I'm very grateful to people who are watching after the interview in the recording. So thank you so very much for watching this interview. Inshallah, we will meet in the next episode of Inspiring Minds with another guest. Take care of yourself and Allah Hafiz.